Zel Boy Army, welcome to another spicy video on the channel. In this one, we are looking at the updated 4-4-2 post-patch tactics. I've been cooking up a storm in the tactics kitchen, and I think I might have finally found a counter to my beloved 5-3-2. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy, but stick around and I'll talk you through it. I'm going to go through this video and give you my general 4-4-2 tactics. I'm going to give you a more balanced, well-rounded one that you can chase a game with, and then a setup that you can specifically switch to if your opponent's using 5-3-2 or just a 5-back that I think is going to break them down and they're going to struggle against. This is a must-watch video. Get involved, boys. Welcome to the tactics, boys. For this, I'm going to show you my two main game plans. So for the 4-4-2, I have the defensive one. It is not a defensive one. It is just more so what we start in for this formation to try and make it a quite balanced one. You can see there it's got offensive and an offensive style, balanced. And then a more attacking one that we go to. If you want to just be more aggressive in general, you can start in that because for some reason pressing after possession loss for most of the game doesn't seem to hurt stamina too much. But that is more one that I adjust to if my opponents are keeping the ball and being hard to play against. Here, this is my general tactics that I will start a game in. So you can see here, I really like this formation because it is so balanced. It can press all over the pitch. The left mid, the right mid, everyone gets involved in this formation. It is such a balanced, well-rounded formation. I still think the 5-3-2 is the best formation, but I think I found something in this tactic that can counter the 5-3-2 and stick around, and I will talk you through it. But this is what we're going to start in general. Oh, by the way, when I say 4-4-2, I mean the second variation. The reason being that the normal 4-4-2, while still a fantastic formation, and the centre mids are great, they offer quite a bit well-rounded. In the second variation, the CDMs just offer more for me. They shield the back four bare whilst they still get involved in the attack. I just think that CDMs on this game do more than centre mids because they actually sit in front of your back four a bit more, whereas the centre mids don't really do too much defensively without you forcing them to, but the CDMs still get involved in the attack. I also think CDMs have better player instructions, which we'll get to. But for this, what I would say is most of my tactics, if not all, and I will pretty much always say if there's something different about them, I think all my tactics are plug and play. And by this, you're probably wondering what do you mean? I mean that you can just use the tactic without changing anything and then copy it and basically try to replicate it in game. All my tactics videos, I will show gameplay. I think it is vital when you are watching a video that you see the gameplay for tactics. It's all good someone telling you how a tactic should play and saying this is the tactic, enjoy, but I think you need to be able to trust the tactic by seeing actual gameplay of it and seeing how the person using it is using it, literally visually. So I'll show that after I've explained the tactic. You might want to adapt the tactic slightly by changing the width or depth based on if you are struggling out wide or if you've got a worse team with a less pace, you might want to lower the depth a bit, but that will hurt the pressing capabilities of this formation. So bear that in mind. The offensive style is very basically basic. I will show you in the instructions what we do. The instructions, for me, matter more generally on offensive style this year. For the actual players you want, you're probably wondering, by the way, why on earth is Bruno at left back? Basically, Bruno has been a loyal, long-term club servant of the Zelboy Army, and he's stuck at left back right now because I've been playing 5-3-2, and to fit my team into the 4-4-2 without selling them, someone had to play left back, and I didn't want to waste Team of the Year Davies, who is one of the very best cards in the game, by the way. And I know he's a Team of the Year, so you're thinking, of course he is. I mean, like top 3 or 4 cards in the game. He's insane. I didn't want to relegate Bruno Davies to left back for this. So Bruno is going to put a shift in, and you will see some clips of him there. You want quick, fast defenders. You want a creator and a destroyer. Creator and destroyer. What are you on about, Zelly boy? The creator in this formation is Wazza Wayne Rooney. The destroyer is King Leon Goretzka. Basically, I want to create someone who can still defend but he's going to be amazing going forward and offer a lot there. And then a destroyer who's going to maraud across the midfield and break up all opposition attacks and spread the ball like butter to the better, more creative attacking players. Wingers, you want pace, good dribbling, good shooting. Weak foot and skills is nice, but you can get away with a freestyle weak foot out wide. And then up front, I'm pretty sure you can all figure it out. Pace, skill moves, weak foot, shooting, dribbling, all the good stuff. Strikers are key in any formation because the hardest thing to do on FIFA is score goals. So having good strikers is going to help with that. The instructions, stay central, stay forward on the strikers. You could put balanced width if you find you're not getting enough, but I think in this formation, when you're getting lots of width from the left mid and right mid, stay central is nice. Just because one of the things you'll see in the gameplay clips is that the two strikers occupy the two centre-backs, because most people play a 4-back still, whilst the two wingers, left mid and right mid, take the full-backs out. Or if you're playing in the 5-3-2, then the two strikers occupy the middle centre-back, while the two wingers often take the two centre-backs on the outside. So when you do that, you have so much space in the middle with the strikers. That's one of the reasons I think this can be a counter to the 5-3-2. Come back on defence on the left mid and right mid. We have that. So this formation is very hard to break down because you basically have two banks of 4. Stay wide to offer lots of width. Get in behind, get into the box to pen teams in and make creative runs. The destroyer is on stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes, cover centre. And then the creator, it's the same, but stay back goes to balanced. And then stay back and default basically on all of the defenders to try and make it a good defensive formation. Okay. No, we're not going to 5-3-2 here. The attacking one, the one you want to be more aggressive with, basically when your opponent is playing, I'm not going to say the word, but they're playing quite annoying and they won't let you get the ball or you're a goal down, you want to up the emphasis a bit, press after possession loss and higher depth. There's not much else to change in this. I up the width from players in box more, just to stretch teams a bit more. You could go fast build-up with the pressing to try and catch people out more, but generally speaking, press after possession loss and higher depth is enough to really take the game to your opponent. I put getting behind on the strikers because when I win the ball back higher up the pitch with the press, I want them getting in behind straight away to catch people out. And then I change the destroyer to balanced attack. And I have balanced defence on both now because when you're pressing, you don't want to just cut passing lanes because if they man mark a bit more, then they can get a bit tighter and be more aggressive. That is it for that tactic. It's just a lot more aggressive because press after possession loss basically does that. And this formation is a fantastic one for pressing. Now, you are probably thinking, where's the counter for the 5-3-2 specifically here, Zal? Well, you use this tactic, and this is high risk, but high reward. And I'm going to explain why. The risk is that you are going to have... Oh, wait a sec. I'd changed it. Generally speaking, for that press after possession loss, you want the wingers on come back on defense. But if you want to get someone out of the 5-3-2, you want to counter them, they're really annihilating you, and they're not scared of you, go to this tactic and go stay forward on the wingers. Basically, what you will do here is you are playing a numbers game where your, wingers are going to get in behind, they're going to constantly stay forward, and you will have 4 attackers a lot of the time, but they will still get back at times, especially if you pull them back. But when their wingbacks get forward, because the 5-3-2 isn't that scary until people attack with the wingbacks. If they don't attack with the wingbacks, they don't have many options. But when they attack with the wingbacks, if you have stay forward on your left mid and right mid, you can pen people in, catch them out, and they're going to really, really struggle to defend against you because you're going to have 2 wingers occupying the outside centre-backs, and then 1 centre-back in the 5-3-2 is going to be marking 2 strikers. You might want to go a fast build-up in this to counter at pace, but people are really going to struggle to defend against it in this. You are basically countering the 5-3-2 by using a numbers game. Let me know how you get on with that. Let me know if you think this is a great counter to the 5-3-2. I think people are really going to struggle to defend in the 5-3-2 if you can execute this properly. Let's get into some gameplay clips where I can really show you how the tactic shines and what's so good about this formation. Apologies for the double webcam overlay on this video. That is because I have updated my stream graphics, like I said, and YouTube graphics early on in the video. I said that, and I recorded the gameplay for this on a Twitch stream yesterday, so it won't be happening in future videos, but I wasn't going to redo the gameplay when I'd already got hours worth of good gameplay. So here we go. One thing with the 4-4-2 that is good, it is very good at pressing. It's one of the best pressing formations in the game because you've got left mids who can press on this side. Let me get my pen software up. Where is it? There we go. Epic Pen is a fantastic software. It can press with left mids, right mids there. You've got your two strikers pressing there. You've got your midfielders occupying this area. And you can press people in. And there you go. Bruno putting in a shift at left back and puts my opponent under pressure. And then you've got 4 options across here. And this opponent wasn't playing the 5-3-2, but when people get caught out with their wing backs trying to attack in the 5-3-2, this is where the right mid and left mid can excel. My centre mid or CDM there, Goretzka, getting involved. You can see there, having good players on the ball makes a big difference here. And then there, 5-star weak foot is so key. You don't need Eusebio to this. Ousmane Dembele or Ben Yedder can do this. And drag back there when someone dives in is always a fantastic trick. Breaks him down. Okay, as we said on the previous clip, this was on my stream, so we got a sub at this point. But this is a very good gameplay example. You can see there, I've gone from my centre-back to the winger to stretch someone. Spreading the play about and controlling the tempo of a game is a fantastic way to not only just frustrate your opponent, but really break people down. Because when you're mixing it up like that, people don't know what to do because they don't know if you're going to go forwards, they don't know if you're going to go backwards. It makes it hard for them. See here, 2 CDM spreading the play out. And this is one of the things that I like about the 4-4-2, one of the big strengths of it. The left mid and right mid, more than any other formation really, occupy the fullbacks. And when they occupy the fullbacks, if you are using a 4-back defence, you have 2 strikers against 2 centre-backs and the 2 wingers against the fullbacks. And if you beat one of them, then you're in because it's a 1v1 matchup at all times. And having someone here getting behind is great. And now when I get here, I've got a few options. I could turn there and look for a cutback. I could look for Rooney, who's getting forward. But look what I could do. I do a ball roll there to make it look like I might turn and go this way. And then I fake down the line. He doesn't expect it. I do a double tap pass there. I talked about that in yesterday's video. Very good in the box at finding a man. And then it's a very good cutback and an easy goal and finish for CR7. We've got a bit of a longer clip here, but I wanted to show you the defensive structure of the formation before we finished. So you can see here, he's on the ball. And like I said, the 4-4-2 is great at pressing. I was in his face, putting him under pressure. And you can see here, no one's really free. Look at this. It forces him into doing a long pass that gives me the ball and allows me to dictate the game. You can't do this in that many formations, but the 4-4-2 is just fantastic for it because it covers the whole pitch. It is why it's such a balanced formation that a lot of people struggle to play against. Reece James there. He might be the best centre-back in the game right now. No cap. I wish I was joking, but he's an animal. King Leon and Rooney. The 2 CDMs in this formation anchor the formation, but you can use them to go forward. Going backwards, controlling the game. I'm 3-1 up. This formation's actually a pretty decent possession formation, by the way. Again, because it covers the whole pitch. Here, spreading the play out wide like butter. It's something I say a lot, but it's important. I've done a crossfield pass there, and that's because I've used the radar. In these videos as well, when I show you the gameplay clips, I like to give you general tips and stuff that's going to help you anyway. But spreading the play like that's big. Big Alphonso Davies, what a don. Cut inside this time. Last time I went down the wing, mixing it up, being unpredictable as a way of opening your opponents up. King Leon on the ball, passing it about here. And now the 2 strikers here are occupied the middle, so it frees up space for Rooney. The right back's there. The left back's tucked over a little bit because the right mid's going to get in. And then there opens up some space, and it is a beautiful finesse from Waza. And just look, lots of attacking options all over the pitch. The CDM's getting involved. It is a very hard formation to defend because it just has so much. I think the 5-3-2 has a little bit more going forward at its best, but it's not as easy to defend counter-attacks. A lot of people have been watching my 5-3-2 and say they love it, but they've been struggling with the counter-attacks. So if you like a formation that can deal with that a bit better, the 4-4-2 might be for you. Boys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know. Do you like, by the way, the videos, me adding this full screen webcam thing with the background to start and end videos? Do you like the new graphics? I'm always trying to improve my channel to make it the best place to learn FIFA for you guys. I appreciate the support massively. We nearly had 200 subs yesterday. You guys are insane. I love you guys. I love the support you show me. I really do appreciate it. What do you think of this formation? I've used 4-4-2 most of the year. It's been my favourite formation most of the year. Do you think it is the killer for 5-3-2? Is that stay forward on the left mid and right mid enough to counter it and take people out of it? Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate your support. Have a great evening.